Hey, it's Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guest for this segment is someone that's been with me multiple times. Always enjoy having him back because he's always bringing new events of important things going on here in our local community. Let's see what. Oh yeah, Zoyer Zyndel. Zoyer, welcome back to the show. You're with TransEmotion, right?
Yeah.
Did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
You know, I got a couple gray cells that actually work, and I remember that. Welcome back to the show, Zoyer, and we're going to talk about your Summer Lovin event momentarily. But I want to start on a more serious note, and we talk about this from time to time, and that is the difficulties that individuals in the LGBTQ, and excuse me for not remembering all the rest, but I know there's more communities, the difficulties that they go through, and there are a lot. Even in today when life is a little more accepting, there's still a lot going on, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing for things to be more mainstream on like the media level or in television, TV programming, but it's a whole different thing locally and in our day-to-day life. For
the individual.
Exactly.
The struggle.
Exactly. And I've said it before, that LGBT folks belong to every single demographic of human that there is. And so they are just as much part of our society.
Part of the family of humanity, period.
Exactly. Yeah. But not always treated as such, unfortunately. So.
Well, we tend to get a little tribal sometimes, and that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
In any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stress that an individual that lives in that life, and it's not, it's not like we get up in the morning and say, okay, I want to do this. It's not like playing fire chief when you were a kid or something. It's where you're at, and it's the what is.
Yeah.
And when you get up and you're faced with the what is, and you run into the day-to-day, not only possibly an internal struggle, but an external struggle. Suicide rates high in the LGBT community.
Yes.
Loneliness and self-abuse because nowhere, to turn sometimes.
Yeah.
Because, there's a community. We get that. But there are individuals that could probably be part of that community that aren't. Because
absolutely.
And it's kind of specifically those individuals I'm talking about. That's where the struggle really is.
You mean for people who have yet to
recognize, come out
self-identify,
self-identify, right?
Self-identify. Yeah, I think that is very true. It's not to mention that when it comes to coming out, it's something that you do multiple times throughout your life because new people come into the picture, new people enter your life, then you have to let them know should you choose. But I'd like to think that we're reaching a point in our community locally in Fresno where it can always be an option should someone want to tell someone. They can do that without fearing for their livelihood or their job, their housing, or just physical safety.
Yes,
so,
the expectation of, it's okay. We're good.
Right,
okay?
Just recognizing that.
It's okay, we're good.
Yeah, yeah.
When we can, Zoyer, when we can get to what I call the so what moment, when you can say, well, I'm part of this community or that, and I go, so what? You're Zoyer, you're my friend.
Yeah.
I don't label you anything other than my friend.
Yeah.
When we can get that across all different, boundaries, if you will.
Yeah.
That's the goal. Now, that brings me to TransEmotion.
Yeah.
Okay? And you put on these incredible events. Well, I think they're incredible. No, they are incredible.
Thank you.
That help. Not only do they provide an event for the community, but they provide an event for the greater community where they can come, learn, interact, and recognize that, hey, you know what? It really is so what. We're just all people. We're all family.
I've always said that the best teacher for our community is just socializing.
Yeah.
I think that socializing is more than just fun. You actually learn while you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And you pick up on some things. And one of those things this Saturday will be our common humanity.
All right, stop. This Saturday. Okay, this Saturday. August 10th. Okay?
Yeah.
Summer Lovin Back to School Carnival.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about, right?
That's what we're talking about.
I'm glad I didn't make a mistake on it. So tell me, what's going on?
what is going on is a back to school fundraiser for Trans Emotion. And I'm really excited for this one. I know I'm excited for all our events, but this one's a little special in a way because we are going to have a lot of fun festivities, including food. I always have to say when there's going to be food.
That's a big one.
We'll have a barbecue, and then we will also have activities, including a water slide, and so that will be fun. A bounce house.
Yeah.
And we will have knocker balls. It's like a big inflatable ball that you get inside the middle of, and then you bounce around. You are the ball. Your body's in the ball, and you're using you're bouncing in it. Yeah.
Sounds kind of violent to me. No, it could be fun.
Well, there's been no casualties yet.
There you
go.
All right.
We'll also have.
Wait a second. It's dunk a drag queen.
That's right.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, do tell.
Dunk a drag queen. So we have lined up at least 5 different drag queens that are going to be dunked. And so if anybody's familiar with the dunk take, you sit on a chair and you're sitting above a pool of water.
Right.
And then people who are watching you are throwing things at this target.
Right.
And if they hit the target, you lose your seat and you fall into the water.
So
and it's so funny.
You got five targets.
We have 5 targets, yeah.
And out of those, I bet you every one of those targets has paid someone to be a ringer if no one else gets them in. Because it's going to be hot. Who wants to sit on the thing and not get into the water ultimately, right?
It's a mixed blessing because these are queens that will be in full-on drag.
Oh, okay.
We're asking them to mess up a dress and their makeup and wig for this great cause. And so
the sacrifice for that's good.
Right. And so I don't think I've revealed on here before that I do drag occasionally, and I plan to get dunked.
You're gonna be one?
I'm gonna be in there. I'm gonna fall and do.
You're brave, man. Step up and do it. I like that.
Oh, it's hot. It's okay. Oh yeah, I'm so brave.
Yeah.
I think to not go in the dunk tank is very brave in this weather.
To be dressed up and not make it, it could be tough.
Oh my gosh, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that Victor E. Bulldog. That's the bulldog from Fresno State.
Right.
He will be there during the event from 5 to 6 and will be available to take pictures with the kids.
Oh, cool.
And so I'm really looking forward to this one. Really, really excited.
Where's it going to
be? Our Saviour's Lutheran Church.
And that's located?
Off of Fruit and Clinton at 2101 North Fruit.
And what time?
4 to 7 this Saturday.
This Saturday, August 10th, 4 to 7. You know, I could say be there or be square, but that's a little crazy, right? But just be there and have a good time.
Come for the water slide.
There you
go.
Food. And the food.
Yeah.
And dunk the drag queen.
And dunk me.
Particularly him. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Yeah.
Zoyer, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
I'm glad you came back.
I'm glad you had me.
Every time you got something going on, man, come on back. But come back a little bit earlier so we can promote it a little bit further out, right?
Yes.
You know, it's short time. I mean, this is Thursday. We're talking about Saturday. So, you know, if you had plans, change your plans. Be there. Show up. Have a good time. It'll be worth it. And I'll see you when we